Hey, aloha everybody. Michelle Melendez with Blossom Inner Wellness and StandTogetherHawaii.com, and I'm here with
Arrow Tree Branch.
And he just got back from Maui. He was in Maui for 2 weeks.
Yes, indeed.
Right. And he's got something really special for us to see in Maui. I know a lot of things are happening over in Israel and in the other world, but we're not forgetting Lahaina and we're not forgetting Maui because we are standing for the people, and he's got some amazing information. So what do you want to share with us about visiting Maui for the last 2 weeks?
Well, I noticed that there's some like videos going around the internet of some interesting bodies, notably like the cat that's like left standing up, and then the dog that's in the street, and also like the people laying on the road too. One of them with the special kind of like hairstyle, and I don't really know if we're going to get many bodies to be able to analyze what's going on, but I was able to get something from ground zero.
Because he was in ground zero for how long?
2 weeks. And this right here
this is the camera.
is a toad that is petrified or mummified in mid-leap. So you can see the angle of it. It's not squatting down. It's very symmetrical in every way that it is, and you can see those legs just jumping. So whatever it is that happened in a split second.
Yep. So this was from Maui ground zero.
Yep, I sifted it from the ashes where there was melted aluminum 20 feet away.
So this frog should have turned to ash.
It even has some ashes on the bottom. It's kind of gray. And it got a little bit on the edge of some heat, but it didn't contort it or anything. It's just perfectly symmetrical, petrified. And it seems mostly hollow, but the skin is totally solid and intact. So, just wanted to share it with the world before the data gets scrubbed.
So, and we're also looking for somebody who can analyze this, right?
Yeah, now we'd like to look into the cell structure of the toad itself and see if there's some kind of residue from any kind of different energy, microwave or otherwise, than what we're used to seeing. Also, there could be some other kind of residue, being that it's an amphibian and all. Their skin is much more sensitive than most animals, so there's a good chance there might be something inside the skin or some kind of rupture in the cell wall that we wouldn't normally see in other things.
So if you know of anybody who can analyze this for us, please put that in the comments or email me at Michelle with 2 L's at Blossom Inner Wellness, Inner INNER Wellness.com, and we'd love to get this analyzed. Is there anything else you want to share about being at ground zero, and how are the people in Lahaina?
Well, people are struggling. Like Lahaina was an immigrant town already, so a lot of people left or went back to their families wherever else in the world it was. But very clearly, like the people that are left are traumatized and distrustful of outside people and don't really want to interact with the world. It was hard to break through to a lot of people. Most of the people that were down there were not of what you would say American descent. They're Filipino, they're Asian, they're Japanese, they're Hispanic, they're Hawaiian, but for the most part, they're not the traditional American, so they don't speak English. There was 10 people living in a home. The grandma through grandkids were all staying together, so it was a lot different dynamics than what you would think of in a lot of places, but that was just the way that they lived there. So it was pretty much everything was virtually wiped out, at ground zero. And to find anything at all living or surviving in a bunch of ashes, completely frozen in a moment, just goes to show that there's some kind of energy weapon being tested all over the place. And the fire is just a smoke screen, just to cover it up. But there's clearly energy weapons being tested here and other places in the world.
And I do want to say again, the Maui police chief is the coroner, and we just had like 115 people. It went from 115 people dead to 97. You were at ground zero. Did you see the ribbons of the missing and the dead? Like there were ribbons, I heard.
Yeah, I went to the memorial and walked around, and it was really interesting to me because I checked the death list, and there's only 2 on the death list that are below, I think, age 28. There's only a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old, and beyond that, it's just older people. It's most people in like a nursing home, and it's just would blow the imagination to think that that's all there is. So, like the people in the street on that one photo, they weren't old people. They were either teenagers or young 20s. So, where are their names on the list? They're clearly not there. You can see what looks like babies in the back seat. Where are their names on the list? And I think that the reason being behind it is like they can't show what the bodies look like because they look like this, frozen in time, kind of like Pompeii. So there's a lot more people that died there than they're letting on to, and it's just interesting how they've been able to scrub the evidence. But then again, a lot of the people don't speak English, or they went back to the Philippines. So it's really easy when a lot of people don't have any resources, when all they get is $700 and nothing else is coming in, that of course they're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go with their families, even if that's overseas. So the neighborhood that I was, one of them that I was working in, they had no help or no government help for over 30 days. And all it was people coming together to get them food, to get them water, to get them supplies that has been able to get them to survive. But, there wasn't any coordinated efforts from any kind of, sanctioned organizations.
Wow. So that's this petrified frog. I have a friend who I will be interviewing. If you know of anybody, there's going to be whistleblowers. There's whistleblowers. There's people who are regular people who've seen crazy ass stuff. Come forward. I will interview you. My friend who works for national security, she said that somebody contacted her and that they were actually pulling bodies out of the water that were frozen like they were swimming. And he said it was the most traumatizing thing he's ever seen. I would love to interview him. So we are not stopping, you guys. Lahaina, Maui, the nation has been attacked, is being attacked. The world is being attacked with these fires all over Canada, Australia, everywhere. And the truth needs to come out. We need 10% of people to wake up and see what is happening. That's all it takes for this to shift. So 10%, please share this video. Please email me if you have anybody who can analyze this little guy right here. And I will also be looking into that as well. If you want to talk about what you've seen over there, please email me, Michelle@blossominnerwellness.com. And Arrow, anything else you want to say?
I just want to reiterate just how rich the flora and fauna of Lahaina used to be. Like when I was there, I discovered the old rivers, and you could see that the rivers used to be 10 feet higher. They had 30 rivers pouring down that mountain. The 2 weeks I was out there, it never stopped raining in the mountains. There was never a clear day up there. It was just constant rain up in the mountains, and there's been a pattern of stealing all these resources from people, number one with water. And so this has been going on for a long time, of being able to take the land through the resources, through scarcity. And this fire is just a continuation of this colonial mindset, which is, now clearly being shown to be premeditated murder.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So again, Michelle@blossominnerwellness.com, or put a comment below if you know of anybody who can analyze. If you want to speak forward, please do that. And Arrow, I just want to do a quick prayer. Would you be okay with that?
Yes, indeed.
All right, we're going to just pray, you guys. Infinite Source, Great Spirit, we know that there is a plan here that you have, and it is the darkness that is leaving the planet. The darkness that is here, that has been enslaving people for thousands of years, that has been lying, deceiving, and murdering innocent lives, is leaving the planet. We know this to be true. We send light and love and inner strength to all the people on Maui. We send light and love and inner strength to all the people in Israel and any place that has been attacked, which so many places around the world have been attacked by this evil darkness that is leaving the planet. We speak this in the name of Jesus Christ's consciousness. We speak this in the name of all light beings, past, present, and future. And we speak this in the knowingness that there is a light on this planet that is filled with love for all beings, for all people, that this planet is in harmony with nature, with the Aina, that all people are in harmony and at peace with each other, because that's truly what we all want. Every person on the planet wants freedom and peace and safety for their children, and we call that forth now, knowing that this darkness is gone, is dissipated. All of the people that were in charge are in charge of the Lahaina lies, that they are removed from the islands. They are absolutely removed, never to be returned. And we ask this in all the darkness, that all the darkness is removed, never to be returned on this beautiful planet that we call home. And we know that it is done, Great Spirit. And we just ask for inner strength for our own kuleana of what is ours to do, that each one of us step forward, just like Arrow has done, and speak the truth. And we know that each one of us has the courage to do that. And we are so grateful. And Great Spirit, we just send Arrow so much appreciation, so much abundance on his journey, and so much safety, that he is kept safe, that this thing he has brought back that holds the truth of what has happened over in Lahaina, that it get into the right hands, and that it show the truth of what happened in the massacre that is happening or had happened in Lahaina. We just send him so much appreciation, Great Spirit, and we know that it is done, and so it is.
Oh.
Aho! Mahalo, everyone. Aloha.